Shalom. All praises, honor, and glory is to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel, here in America, aka Babylon the Great, according to the scriptures, and scattered abroad throughout the planet Earth. Alright, I'm the brother Kanaga Bar, coming at y'all with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Yahweh Shai, who the world inwardly calls God, and Jesus Christ. May this lesson be edifying, Lord willing. And I came across this brother's page. I believe this brother's in Canada, Toronto. You know, but yeah, man. Yo, this place is through, man. The brother's page is GMS Prince Hawaii. All right, subscribe and be edified, man. And I just took a screenshot. You know what I'm saying? And I seen this, man. I'm just like, yo, yo, man, yo, you women, man. Y'all in for a rude awakening, man. You know, you scandalous chicks out there, you chicks that's promiscuous, man. All right, y'all know how y'all be dressing. You know, coming out in public, basically naked. You know what I'm saying? And you got these creeps out here, man. You know, that's look. Y'all about to get heavily graped out here. All right? You women will be heavily graped out here, man. You know, we coming into a time where men, you know, they ain't trying to holler at you no more, man. All right? It's going to come to the point where they just going to take you and take it. All right? If you catch my drift, you know? Overall, man, this place is disgusting, man. You know what I'm saying? And us of the hopeful elect, we can't wait to get the fuck out of here. We must wait, but you know what I mean. We can't wait to get out of here, man. You know, look, man arrested again for smelling woman's ass, all right, in public. So this nigga, he just nasty like that. All right, you know, that goes for 2/3 of these niggas out here. All right, in America and throughout the earth, and the rest of the heathen nations, man, that are here in America and throughout the earth, man. You know. But yo, you women, man, y'all are in deep shit. You know what I'm saying? And you know, the men of Great Millstone beginning with the apostles, elders, and brothers on down, and our affiliates, man. You know, we've been telling you according to the scriptures, man, to, you know, wake your ass up. Talking about our women. All right? You so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American women, man. And you Israelite foreigners that look like the heathen, all right, but your spirit resonate with the words of the Most High, you know, and His Son, you know, that we speak, because these words, you know, the words of the scriptures, those are the Lord's words, all right, not ours. You know, you resonate with that, you're a Hebrew Israelite, and most likely of the elect, because that's what we're hoping and praying, all right, to be in these times, man. All right, because Yahweh Shai is coming to bring heavy judgment to the earth. All right, you know, the Lord said, you know, I am come to send fire on the earth, and what will I if it be already kindled? And that fire can come in many ways, man. All right, and you damn right. Literal fire is coming to this earth. All right. From the chariots, Yahweh Shai and the angels shooting concentrated fire from out them ships, which we will be delivered in, Lord willing. We are of the hopeful elect. All right. And them thermonuclear missiles getting busy, which is going to destroy, all right, Babylon the Great, which is America, from off the face of the earth. All right. That's the ultimate judgment that's going to come upon this place. That's going to come upon you people. All right. You know. And you know that fire is being the heat is turning up, man. All right. And you know these guys that's been deprived of women, and things like that, man. Look, they ain't gonna come up to you and speak with you, man. They're gonna have their way with you. And this is why it's important, for you sisters out there to have a man of the Lord, especially in these times, man. Cause you got creeps out here like this, man. Smelling women's ass, all right, in public, man. Nigga don't got no shame. So you already know he got all type of spirits on him. You know what I mean? This nigga's a weirdo. All right? And yeah, these spirits, they are created for vengeance, man. And at the end of the day, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is behind everything. All right, that's coming down the pipeline, man. So this all goes back to fearing Yahweh Yahushua, man. All right, let me because I mentioned, grape. We're in that time, man. All right? And if you don't have the heads of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you're going to be through out here. All right? So this is, let me see, Isaiah 13 and 16, it says, their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled and their wives ravished, man. And we coming into that time, man. All right. You women are gonna get, taken. All right. And these men that's been deprived, all right, of sex, okay. They just gonna come through and wreck shop, all right, and they're gonna come through and have their way with you, man. You see, watching these military troops come through, man. All right, that don't speak a lick of English. They ain't gonna give a fuck, man. All right. These psychotic ass men out here, man. These demonic ass men out here. They ain't gonna give a fuck, when all hell's breaking loose. And this is just the tip of the iceberg, man. This nigga, he got arrested again for, being a damn creep. You women, y'all dress how y'all dress, and y'all play too many goddamn games. You know what I'm saying? You just out here naked, showing off your secret parts to the world. When we living in the time where, yo, man, y'all in deep shit. All this, I don't need a man, and I could do better than the man. You women think you're better than men, Well, we're gonna see, you know, when all hell break loose, man. All right, you women out here are gonna get raped crazy. You know, you're gonna have weirdos, you know, coming through like this. All right, and they gonna have their way with you and ultimately put you to death. You know, and these spirits are active, man. And Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, you know, is allowing these things to happen because it's the Lord's will. All right, and it's time for you women to pay, man. All right, you so-called women. You know, not talking about you sisters. Just yo, man. Yo, man. Yo, you women really don't get it, man. But you gonna get it when, you know, your judgment come upon you. All right? See, you gonna need that hedge, man. All right? And it's from a man that serves Yahweh Shem Yahushua of the elect. Okay? And you elect women out there, the Lord is gonna you know, bring us together. All right, during the time of what? Jacob's trouble. Okay? You know? So all that pride, you know, it's time to be, you know, humble. It's time to be humble, man. All right? This is Isaiah 13:12. It says, I will make a man more precious than fine gold. And it's not just any old man. This is speaking of a man of the Lord, of the elect of Israel, man. A man of Yahweh through his son Yahweh Shah. We're going to be precious than fine gold, man. All right? In these, you know, perilous times. That's why it's wise for us to take heed. How much more you? You know, and you the weaker vessel, man. You understand? If you despise, you know, the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the Lord's gonna sick niggas like this after you, man. And you're not going to escape. You ain't gonna have that hedge. You ain't gonna have that protection. All right? Because while you truly don't fear Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That's what it all boils down to. Which means that what? You don't believe. And what's going to happen to you? You're going to die in your unfaithfulness, man. All right? But when shit hits the fan, man, the elect man is going to be that dude. All right? Or the elect men going to be them guys, man. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right? And you women going to come through flocking, and a lot of y'all going to be rejected. All right? And you're going to get destroyed. You're going to get raped out here to death. You know? This nigga's a creep. But, you know, you so-called woman, you ain't seen nothing yet, man. All right? This is only the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, evils. All right? It's going to get worse for you women, man. It says, even a man than the golden wedge of old fear, man. All right? So at the end of the day, a man of the Lord is going to be precious, you know, than any metal on earth. Because how's that man going to be precious? Because he has the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All right? You know? He has Yahweh Shem Yahushua with him. Let me get a quick precept, man. What's that? Proverbs 8. All right? and I start at 10 and I read to 11. It says, receive my instruction and not silver, and knowledge rather than choice gold. So um, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is more precious than anything on this earth, especially in these times, man. More precious than silver, gold, precious stones, man. All right, you know, because the scriptures say what? And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure, man. This is the treasure. All right, you know. This is where our heart is at. We don't care about nothing else. All right, because nothing else can, deliver us. All right, except Yahweh, Yahweh Shah, and you being of the elect. All right, that's applying these scriptures, man. Because this is the only thing that's gonna make you wise to get into them ships. Fear the Lord, man. All right, because these days are evil, and Yahweh Shah controls peace and evil. So the best thing to do is to listen to the instructions of Yahweh Shah, so you and your household can be saved, man. That's what we doing. You know? So, yeah. Beginning with the men and you women too. It's time to get in order, man. You know? The fear of the Lord, that's where it's at, man. All right? It says, verse 11, it says, for wisdom is better than rubies. See that? And all things that may be desired are not to be compared to it. All right? So, you got these people. Hello. You got these people, that store up their treasures on earth, man. Well, we're in a time where, motherfuckers are bugging out. These demons are, manifesting, man. All right, and people gonna do whatever it takes to survive, man. Because remember, the scriptures tell us to what? Walk in wisdom toward them that are without. You a bugged out nigga if you walking up, behind women just to smell their ass, man. You a sicko, man. That nigga ain't right up there. All right? And you so-called women, y'all nasty as hell too. Y'all the biggest perverts on the earth. But this, this guy, that's crazy, bro. That's nasty work. You know what I'm saying? Why would you want to smell a woman's ass? Look, but we in a time where, look, man, you women gonna get taken, and these men, they gonna have their way with you, man. And if you don't have, a man of Yahweh Shah, you are not making it out of here. The Lord is giving us the game plan to be saved, man. The Lord is showing us what to do in order to be delivered, man. And that's to apply his ways. Fear the Lord and keep his commandments. For this is the whole duty of man. All right? See? And this is why we store up our treasures in heaven, man, because nobody can take what we nobody can take what we're storing up with Yahweh Shah. They're the only ones that can take it. All right? Concerning this knowledge, they gave it to us. They can take it away. Just like all these precious metals that that are on the earth, man, and people have in their possessions, that could easily be taken away. So, don't forget your first love, man, because You know, the shit that you have on earth, it ain't coming with you. You know what I'm saying? All right. Even these damn bodies, man. You really have to let this world go. All right, all the way. You got to be fully persuaded in your own mind, man. You know? And the elect is fully persuaded, you know, to make it into the kingdom of heaven. All right, but great tribulation must come, man, before we enter. All right? How else we going to be tested? That includes you women, too. How else you going to show your faith, man? By your works. That's through serving your husband. It is what it is, man. That's how the Lord set it up. All right? If you got a problem with that, hey, man, the Lord gonna just, you know, send niggas like this after you, man. He gonna do more than sniff your ass. Because, you know, you got a lot of women down here act like they shit don't stink. You can't tell them nothing. It's all good. Yahweh Shem Yahushua got something for you, man. He gonna send creeps like this after you, man. All right, the worst of the worst. You know? At least you repent. But that's what this is all about. Repentance, man. And it's not no overnight thing. All right? But the doors of mercy is still open. Soon they're going to close, man. And the Lord going to let loose upon this place. And you don't want to get caught up in that. What I mean is the great wrath of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. So, let me go back to, yeah, all these dudes that's locked up, the Lord gonna let them out. And what you think they're gonna do? These military troops, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna be coming through wreaking havoc, you know? And you out here, you know, dangling your shit out there. Like you can't get got. And y'all in for a rude awakening, man. It's gonna be the biggest I told you so. You know? So this is Isaiah 32:2, and a man, an Israelite man of the elect, you know, Lord willing, we are of that number. All right? That's doing this work. That's enduring. You know? Lord willing to the end, man. All right? The same shall be saved. You want to be chosen, not just called. All right? So it says, and that goes for you too. You sisters out there, man. That goes for you too. All right? At the end of the day, you look. The head of every man is Yahweh. Yahushua. And the head of the woman is the man. And the head of Yahushua is Yahweh. Order. It's time to get back in order, man. All right? You got a problem with that, you're going to get destroyed. Plain and, you know, direct to the point. All right? And a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest. Right, he's going to be that, you know, that covering. Okay? You know? From what? The destruction that's gonna that's already taking place, man. But you gonna know, you know, when all hell break loose. All right, we all gonna know it's up. You know what I mean? And you women gonna be scrambling out here. Can't forget all the shit you all the shit you spewed out your mouth against the brothers, man. Certain women was dealing with brothers. you know, giving him hell, you know, trying to break his faith, trying to make him fall out the truth. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are demons, man. You know, and Yahweh Shema Shah is going to kill y'all and bring the real woman to that brother. You know, all brothers. You know what I'm saying? Isaiah 4:1, you know, comes to mind. You know what I'm saying? I don't got to read that, though. But, you know, when it goes down, they're going to want to be with you and you only. Because the Spirit of the Lord is with you, man. You know what I'm saying? See? So, you know, we're going to be that hedge in that day through the Spirit of Prophet Yahweh Shema Shah, man. All right? So at the end of the day, Yahweh Shema Shah is our hedge, man. That's who we run to. Yahweh Shema Shah. Right? The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe. Us elect brothers and sisters, man. And children. Here in America and throughout the earth. Okay? All right? That feminist mindset is not going to get you out of here. It's not going to... We ain't dealing with that. The Lord is not dealing with that, man. The Lord is dealing with order. You are under the man. That's it. All right? That's how this works. Hey, you want to find out the hard way? Do it yourself. Get yourself out of the... get yourself, you know, from out of what's to come. Do it your damn self, man. Because us over here, we need fucking help. And it's from on high, man. All right? So it says, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land, man. That's how a man of the Lord is going to be. Precious, man. You know? All right? Come on, man. You in the desert and you see water? Degrees is hot as hell. What the hell you think you gonna do? You gonna run to that fucking water and drink it. See? Now you could, you know, say like the shit, the sun is beaming on you and you try to go, you know, to a spot to cool off, man. All right? That's how a man of the Lord's gonna be, man. You know? Very precious, man. All right? Because why? Because this all goes back to fearing the Lord. All right? So I'm going to jump down to verse 9. It says, rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye killers' daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Yeah, wake your ass up. We're not in the time of being, you know, comfortable. All right? You see? The Lord is speaking to you, you Israelite women, man, through the men. Okay? Because we're in a time where 2/3 will be cut off and it be put to death, man. You know? And, you know, sickos like this is going to be unleashed. You know, these spirits that are created for vengeance, man. All right? It's time to be modest, man. You know what I'm saying? Modest apparel. You know, you dressing like a slut and all that bullshit, man. You know, you in the spirit of whoredom. You know what I'm saying? The Lord gonna give you over to niggas like this, man. All right? And you're not going to escape. You will be put to death. So it's best for you to take heed to what we're saying, which are the Lord's words, man. No more being careless, man. Take heed. Receive the instructions. All right? And Yahweh Shem Yahushua will save your soul. If not, you're gonna get killed out here, man. All right? Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye killers women. For the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. And when you lose it all, man, what the hell you gonna do? See? That's why you sisters that have brothers in this truth, man, you know, give all praises to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right? And do what you're supposed to do. All right? You know what I mean? That's your reasonable service, serving your husband, man. And I was just going out there to teach. Okay? To bring Jake of the elect back to the fold, man. Lord willing, we are of the fold, so we can all get the fuck out of here. Cause the Lord's about to go crazy on this place, man. And us men that's doing this work, we need Yahweh Shem Yahushua. How much more you? We all need the Lord, man. You know? As they say in the world, teamwork makes the dream work. This reality, man. All right? Yahweh Shem Yahushua is reality. You know? And, yo, we're in a time where these women, you know, they're in big trouble. It don't matter what nation you're from, man. But this truth is only for our people, the nation of Israel, us so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right? You know? Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins, man. So if you ain't trembling at these words, man, the Lord knows exactly what to do to make you fear. They created you. You know? So, yep. All you hoes out there, man, you know, that's careless. You know what I'm saying? Get ready to mourn. All right? The Lord gonna send niggas like this after you, man. You know? And like I said before, the niggas like this is gonna do way worse to you. You know? And why that's gonna happen to you? Because you didn't choose to fear the Lord. You see? And the Lord gonna bring judgment upon you. A lot of you women gonna get graped out here, man. You're gonna get graped to death. You know? You wanna jump from rod to rod? Alright, cool. The Lord gonna send freak niggas like this after you, man. These Edomites out here, the rest of the heathen nations, they gonna do some wild shit to these women out here, man. All right? You know? Can't forget about Jake neither, other 2/3, man. You know? But yo, it's gonna get crazy out here, man. Alright? Especially for you women. You know, if you don't have that heads, man, you dead. Real talk. But yeah, man, I just wanted to go into that. Lord willing, I hope and pray this was edifying to the elect of Israel. It's time to get our spirits right, man. Because the Lord, you know, is bringing judgment to the earth, man. That's why the scriptures say, "Be ye see ye that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise." And you women, man, y'all not circumspect, man. Not talking about you sisters, but you know what I mean. These women out here are careless as fuck, man. Always in their damn phone, even when they outside in public. They don't pay attention to shit. You know? When they lose it all, man, yo, then reality gonna kick in. All right? And they gonna catch complete hell, man. Especially from, you know, these men out here that y'all been playing the whole time. Go ahead and say my body, my choice in that day. We're in them times, man. You know? And any old woman can't get with us. You must be of the elect of Israel to get with us. And it's really to get with Yahweh Shemiah Shad. All right? Because only the remnant is getting out of here. You know? How else we going to bring back the nation? Right? Make it make sense, man. But yeah, man, I'm going to end it there. Lord willing, I hope and pray this was edifying to the elect of Israel. All praises, honor, and glory is to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Shalom to the hopeful elect.